Rome, the year 497, the greatest city in the ancient world. Loud streets, endless parties, everyone chasing money, power, fame. Benedict was 14 years old when he arrived there to study, and what he saw changed everything. Not the Colosseum, not the palaces. What changed him was smaller than that. He looked around and realized that nobody was truly looking for God. So he made a decision that no one saw coming. What does a 14-year-old boy do when he decides to go against everything the world tells him? What Benedict did next is about to surprise you. Benedict had been born in the year 480 in Nursia, a small town tucked into the mountains of central Italy. His family sent him to Rome with one goal: study, get ahead, build a successful future. But Rome was falling apart. The great Roman Empire was crumbling, and with it, the values that once held society together. Benedict watched it all, and he thought, if I stay here, sooner or later, I'll become just like what I'm seeing. So he did something no one expected. He left his books, left his noble clothes, and walked away, alone, into the mountains. I only want to please God. Saint Benedict of Nursia. He didn't know exactly how yet, but he knew he had to go, and that one brave step was the beginning of everything. But what he found in those mountains was not what he expected. East of Rome, among rocky cliffs and wild pine trees, Benedict found a cave beside a lake. Later they would call it the Sacro Specco, the sacred cave. And he stayed there 3 years, alone with God. No visitors, no distractions, just prayer. But the silence wasn't easy. It was a battle, because when everything goes quiet on the outside, the enemies on the inside get louder. Benedict had to fight against pride, that urge to always be the center of attention, against restless desires that wouldn't leave him alone, and against anger trying to take root in his heart. One day, the temptation got so strong that Benedict ran out of the cave and threw himself into a patch of thorns and nettles until his skin burned. An unusual solution, but it worked. His soul was freed from that struggle, and from that day on, people said he carried a peace that no one else seemed to have. And when someone carries real peace, others who desperately need it will always find them. Because it didn't take long before someone showed up. The drama, with humor. The miracle of the cup is visual and shocking. Benedict stays calm even in danger. The monks in the area started hearing about this young hermit in the cave, the one who never complained and was always praying. They came to him. "Benedict, we want you to be our abbot, our leader." He said yes, but it was hard. These monks were used to doing whatever they wanted, no rules, no discipline. When Benedict started asking for real effort and real order, some of them couldn't take it. So they tried to get rid of him. They put poison in a cup of wine. But when Benedict made the sign of the cross over the cup, it shattered on its own, as if the poison simply could not survive that blessing. Benedict looked at the pieces on the floor, then looked at the monks and quietly said, "God forgive you, go in peace." And he left to find another path. No anger, no revenge, he just left. But the one who wanted to destroy him wasn't finished. A priest named Florentus, eaten alive by jealousy, decided to destroy Benedict, first with lies, then with something worse. He sent a loaf of bread, poisoned, disguised as a gift. It was delivered to the monastery door. Benedict received it kindly. But Benedict had a very unusual friend, a raven that came to eat from his hand every single day. When Benedict blessed the bread and set it aside, the raven grabbed it in its beak and flew away, far away. The bread never reached the table.
The enemy's plan had failed completely, and Benedict, instead of fighting back, saw it as a sign from God. It was time to move on. He headed south toward a mountain the Romans called Cassino, and there, on a hilltop overlooking a wide valley, he built a monastery, and he started to write. What he wrote in that monastery would go on to change the entire world.
At Monte Cassino, Benedict wrote his greatest work, The Rule of Saint Benedict. 73 short chapters, not complicated theology, practical instructions on how to live with God and with each other. The heart of the rule fits in 2 Latin words, ora et labora, pray and work. You don't have to choose between them. Prayer gives meaning to work, and work becomes a form of prayer. 7 times a day the monks would stop, no matter what they were doing, and gather to pray the divine office together. Why 7 times? Because Benedict understood something the rest of the world kept forgetting. God is not an add-on to life. He is the center of it. And at that center, Benedict placed something very specific. Let nothing be preferred to the work of God. The Mass, the Eucharist, the real encounter with Christ in the broken bread. That was the source. That was the fuel for everything else. And Benedict lived that secret all the way to his very last day. Benedict died on March 21 in the year 547. But he didn't die lying down. He died standing up, supported by his monks, arms raised toward heaven, praying, the same way he had lived, eyes fixed on God until the very end. And his rule kept living. Today, 1,500 years later, there are Benedictine monasteries on every continent in the world. Millions of people pray, work, and celebrate Mass, following the 73 rules of that boy from Nursia who once decided to walk away from Rome. First, Benedict wasn't born in a monastery. He was born into an ordinary family in a noisy world full of distractions, exactly like yours, and he chose God right in the middle of all of it. He didn't escape from life. He went deeper into it. You can make that same choice today, at school, at home, in the noise of every single day. Second, Benedict's secret wasn't complicated. It was the Eucharist. Let nothing be preferred to the work of God. That same source is available to you right now. At every Mass, Jesus doesn't send a representative. He comes himself. It's the same encounter that gave Benedict his strength 1,500 years ago, and he is waiting for you. Back to Rome, to that teenager who looked at the city and said no. No armies, no weapons, just a cave, a faithful raven, and 73 rules written from the heart. And that was enough to change the world. The same light he found in the silence of the Sacro Specchio is still burning, in the tabernacle, in the red sanctuary lamp that never goes out. It is waiting for you.